Is this thing on?
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode with TechnoJock. We are still on the quest for our Dimension Builder, but we took a huge step forward last episode in getting our Awakened Draconium, and as you can see, we should now have sufficient of this stuff to be able to get ourselves going. But now we move on to the next step, and really it's these things here. If we have a look at the recipe, these draconic flux capacitors all require these awakened cores. These draconic energy cores are awakened cores with stuff on top of them. So really we're talking about 4 of these in each of these, which means we need 16 of these awakened cores. As you can see, we have 16 of these sitting waiting, and we've got actually more than enough bedrockium ingots. We'll come on to that in just a moment. So we need bedrockium, check, iridium, okay, terrasteel, we can make, that's fine, it's slow, but we can make it, and I have been making some of it, and this void metal from Thaumcraft. And of course the Wyvern cores that we're more than familiar with from doing all the stuff to get to the Awakened Draconium. That's all familiar territory. So we've got bedrockium. Bedrockium, if we have a look at the recipe, is this MOX nuclear fuel just smelted down, and we've been making a bunch of that in our nuclear reactor for quite some time now. That's brilliant. Iridium, I actually have 9 iridium, and if we have a look, that's MOX and the pellets of RTG fuel in an assembly table with 80 million RF, so lots and lots of RF to make these things. And our power's not that great at the moment. So what I have actually done is we took one thing of the iridium ore, we scanned it, we put it into our pattern storage, and we have replicated it, because it doesn't actually take that much in the UU matter to be able to make these, just 120 millibuckets. And if you have a look at some of the patterns, look at that, a block of diamond takes 399, a normal diamond is 44, let's see, what else have we got here, lapis, yeah, that's fine, yeah, the pallet of RTG fuel, which is one of the constituent things, is nearly a full bucket, and this doesn't take. There we go, and the UU matter for the MOX fuel is nearly a full bucket as well. So in terms of how much it takes, iridium ore is not too bad. So we do actually got enough for another one, so we'll do another run here and it'll build up and we'll get another one. So that's down to 10. So this one, we need to do uses of that. We could make the iridium reinforced plates, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be compressing that down into these iridium ingots from advanced solar panels, and that's what we need for these. Perfect. The terrasteel, and we'll come over here. Terrasteel, we have been making it over here. We've got a load of, we need to make another batch of it, because I'll just do one at the moment. Let me get enough stuff for that. And we will do this. By far and away the easiest way. And that will start working. I want to be far enough away that my magnet ring's not going to hoover up the bits before it's done, because I would waste the mana that had gone into the reaction at that point. So yeah, I've taken out the mana distributor there, and I've got both of the mana spreaders here working, and I made a few extra endoflames. So I think that's pretty much, it's not quite maxed out the mana spreaders, but it's close to it. There we go. And how are we now over here? Yeah, it's just slightly less than half, so we'll wait for that to go down. I think we've run out of fuel, so I'll need to go and get some more coal blocks. Yeah, just bunging down a few at a time. It's a pretty manual process at the moment, and I will get something better done with this in the future, but yeah, it's going up quite handily at the moment, so we're just doing that as and when we can. Nothing changed over there. As you saw, we're managing to make things. These were just plants I did up so I could make more of the endo flames. I set up our cinder pearls again because I needed some more blaze powder. Oh yeah, I've had an infestation of endermen playing some kind of bizarre chess or something here, which is always pleasant. Things going on up here. Yes, I have been doing a lot of Thaumcraft research and breaking down of stuff just to scan it and do things, because we need void metal. Now, void metal is got from void seeds. Now you put a void seed with 8 metallum into a crucible and you get void metal out. Easy. No bother. That's great. These things, you can actually make them. You can put normal seeds with a bunch of stuff into a crucible and you will get a void seed out. Or they are a 20% drop chance from the Crimson Cultists, either the Crimson Knights or the Crimson Sorcerers or whatever they are. I can't remember what they are. Maybe they're just cultists. That you see hanging around, that you get the floating obsidian obelisk with a sinister node in it, and they're doing some sort of bizarre rite around about it, and they've got a 20% chance of dropping one of these things. So that's great. So my plan is, I went and Crimson Cleric, there we go, Crimson Knights and Crimson Clerics. So I captured one of them. His mates were not happy with me, but I've got him in a soul vial. So we plan on making a spawner for that. But before we go much further, there's 2 problems. First and foremost is, we can't actually make this void seed into void metal at the moment. Why not? Because I don't have the research. I know from having googled it that the void seed with 8 metallum will make a void metal, but until such times as I actually have the research for it, I can't make it, and I would just be wasting the stuff and putting it into the crucible and probably actually lose the things itself. I need the Eldritch tab. And the way you get that is by doing all the at a certain point, once you've got sufficient warp, then you get the Eldritch tab. And you get the warp by doing the research with these things, so the forbidden knowledge things. I have done pretty much all the ones that I can find, and it hasn't appeared yet. We've got the research mastery there, that's fine, that's got a mostly harmless. I did this wand focus and these 2 wand cores, and I don't think there's anything more there that I can find. I did the liquid death, and I've got as far as getting this far to have the purifying bath salts, but yeah, I haven't unlocked it yet, and I've kind of done that one. I even opened up Golemancy a bit and did flesh golems. Nothing else there's jumping out at nothing else there jumping out at me. Not even going to bother with that. Yeah, I've done this one, which is some, and there's some of that as well. So I just don't know. Yeah, I've done these wand cores and that one. And I'm struggling to find more things with warp on them that are going to open up this tab. E-wrench one. So, yeah. Answers in a postcard if you've got any idea. Oh, that'd be good. That might be interesting. Yeah, so not quite sure. I need to figure out how to open that up. Maybe I just need to restart the game or something, but I've already logged out and logged in, and that would normally do it. The other problem we have is I am currently holding the sum total of the diamonds that we have, and I don't really fancy going out and doing it again. Now the quarry is on, and the quarry has been running for quite some considerable length of time. This keeps on filling up and I keep on emptying it out again. But yeah, the diamonds, funnily enough, are slow to come in, so I have a plan for that. Over here in our QED, I have, hello, thank you, the Ender Quarry upgrade base. And over here I have a golden pickaxe with silk touch on it. Now, made this one myself. I only had to make a couple of pickaxes because we were quite low on gold at the time as well. I was quite glad, but basically put a pickaxe in and yeah, just pick the level 30 until such times as you get something with silk touch on it. Don't put books in it, because a book can be any enchant, and you'll get all these like destruction and bane of arthropods and wrecking and things like that. But a tool can only have the enchants that a tool can have, so you're going to get efficiency and unbreaking and silk touch eventually. See, I did some of these ones, XP boost and auto smelt and golden shovel, so I switched over to pickaxes because, well, pickaxes can have silk touch on them. But the recipe for the silk touch Ender Quarry upgrade requires golden pickaxe with just silk touch on it. I don't know if we can use one that's got other things on it. Let's try that first. Let's pop over here. We'll grab 2 redstone. So we'll put that there with that there, and then the 2 redstone there. It does work. Excellent. Because I'm not too bothered about efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. I'm going to grab that. We're going to pop over to our quarry in the morning once we sleep the night away. I've been clearing out a lot of Yellorium, and I've put it over to Stalker because I'm skipping big reactors, so he can have all of my Yellorium if he so wishes. Let's toddle over here, and one of the things that I will need to watch with this, there we go, it's going to use more power. It is working still, excellent. If we go back now, we'll see, yeah, we've been getting an awful lot of cobblestone in, but now we're going to start getting stone in, normal stone. Yeah, there we go, because it's silk touching the stone. So we're going to have to watch that. But we will now start getting diamond ore in rather than diamonds, and then we can use our fortune hammer on it and get more diamonds, and that's the plan. And the same will work with the electrotine that we're ultimately looking for as well. Instead of getting this just powder, we'll be getting electrotine ore, and we can fortune that as well. So there we go, we've got coal ore coming in and stuff like that. But we'll just have to watch because we don't have any of the ores set up with big barrels and stuff. This is a mess anyway. This must be sending somebody over the edge. It's been driving me mental as well, but I'm not willing to expend a huge amount of time on it when it will all be getting swapped out, hopefully, ultimately, reasonably soon. So, where are we at? I need to smelt down this iridium ore, and I need to check and see how we're doing. We've gone burnt through an entire barrel, an entire cache of that, and that has given us, we've got enough for another one. So we've got 10, 11, and that'll be 12 that we'll be getting. We need 16 of this, and we need 16 of the terra steel. We'll check on the terra steel as well, and I need to find out how I can open up the Eldritch tab. And this should be ready to do another one. So, I will come back in a couple of minutes, or once I've figured out how to do Eldritch stuff and get void metal. So, after a bit of research, there's a couple of things that I might need to do. I might need to get, actually, try that one as well. Let's see, I've got a drum in here that's got sludge in it. And if I grab that and get a bucket, and if I then take our, let's do this, throw that down, There we go. I hadn't done the taint aspect. So we'll go here and have a look at this. Right down at the bottom, Vitium. This stuff is the taint one. So basically magic and negation, or the anti thing. And that's, yeah, entropy, I suppose. Perdito's entropy. So magic entropy gives you Vitium. Could have researched that in the table, but obviously it's better to scan these things if at all possible. Yeah, drum's done. So let's pick that up. So has that opened it up? Have we got anything else here? No, we don't. The other thing is a book. This book, The Crimson Rites, is picked up from the Crimson Cult. I've gained permanent warp and other warp. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we've got, aha, the Crimson Cult cautionary tale. So here we go. You can read that if you want. Right, so that has given us a bunch of warp, but conspicuously we still do not have an extra tab. Although, do we have new things in here at all that we might now be able to do? Let's have a quick look. Doesn't look like it, does it? Nope. Nope. Okay. I need to go and try something else then. So delightfully, the thing that I had to try was zombie brains. I popped over to our mob farm in the last millennium over there, and I picked up a bunch of these zombie brains, and I've chowed down on them. And that has worked. We now have, in here, the Eldritch tab. So that's what it looks like. That's what you're looking for if you are on the same quest as me, to open that up. And we got the chat message, you feel oddly drained, was one of them, and I got flux flu and a bunch of stuff. I don't know if that was just a random message that I happened to get at the same time, but that's where we are. And it came up with a Thormcraft notification box here as well of Eldritch Epiphany, as if I'd done research. And the same kind of box that pops up when you do research up there. So we've got things to do. We can do the Wand Focus Primal, which sounds quite cool. I'm led to believe that that can make nodes or something like that, but it can also be extremely destructive. We've got a Sanity Checker, which could be quite handy since we've had to get a fair bit of warp. I normally avoid getting warp as much as possible, so this is kind of new for me. And we'll need to, at some point, I presume, it's in here, yeah, get the bath salts and soap and this arcane spa on the go as well to clean things up. But this is what we were wanting, void metal. So let's go and get... The other thing as well is, this is now a day after the last clip, and have a look and see what we've done since putting on the Silk Touch onto our quarry. We're full up in redstone ore. We don't actually have any more room in the system for it. And same with coal ore, so it's clearly filled up something quite a lot. So yeah, we're going to have coal forever now. That's not going to be an issue for us. And look at all the diamonds that we've got. So we've got over a stack and a half of diamonds, and we've got 6 dense diamond ore as well. So I think that our diamond concerns are probably good for the time being. And the other thing that I have on me here, the potion of poison I had on me, because when I was eating the brains, they do give you hunger, but they also fill you up. But if you drink a potion of poison, then your health goes down, so your hunger goes down quicker. Little tip for you, if you hadn't thought on doing that and you were having problems with it. Let's go and do this research quickly. We need the scribing tools and paper. Do I have any paper on me? No, I do not. One complete research note for void metal. and let's take a look and see what we need to do here. So, we can make void metal wand caps now. That could be interesting for later on, but here we go. So we have void seed. Hurrah! We can get them from our crimson cultists, and with 8 metallum we can make that into void metal. So we actually have a void seed on us. Let's get something with 8 metallum. That would be, I think, just one of these. Have I not scanned this? Pretty sure that's 4. Well, I happen to know that if we do this, no, we haven't scanned that either. How very remiss of us. Iron nugget has 4. So rather than 4 from an ingot, we can get 9 times 4, whatever that is. You can work it out. So let us get our bucket of water, put it in there, and when that boils, 2 of these. Why is that giving us 10 now? What was that done? Right, hang on. Let's, where's me goggles? There they are. Goggles are revealing, please. Let's see what's going on in this crucible. So it's only got 1 tera. Why have we got weirdness going on? Why is that giving me tera as well? Where's my wand? 1 wand. There we go. Ooh. Just in case. Right, let's empty this. Make a mess. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. Oh, I can do this though. Oh no, I didn't really want to do that. Because if I take that down with anything, oh, I'll just have to do it. I'm not getting the fortune for that. Never mind. That's what I wanted to avoid doing. Because I'm an idiot. Never mind. Right. So these should just be iron. Don't know why I'm getting this. But okay, I can't I can't use iron ingots or iron nuggets because all I'm getting is more ingots or more metallum back. Right, so let's try a different kind of thing. Oh, what a ridiculous situation. Okay, now that we have actually got more than we started off with, let's just use 2 iron ingots. And we will do that. Do that, there we go. Let's try that again. Okay. 4 ingots, 8. And there we go, void metal. Excellent, that works. So the next stage of what we need to do is make this powered spawner. And then we need to take the broken spawner and the soul vial and combine these two. So broken spawner uses, if we put the soul vial with the crimson cultist in it in the soul binder along with 15 levels, we will get our thing out. So let's do that. We've got plenty of levels on us, and the soul binder is over here. So that in there, use player XP, and it will do its stuff. It's taking its sweet time. We will go and have a look under here, and we'll see what we've done here. I've run power over to it. It goes way up there, and then it's linked into the same line as our RF tools stuff. So that comes down the way, and then we've got this insulated redstone cable which runs along and under here, and it goes up here, and you'll see in that conduit facade it's set to strong signal in out to the top side of that. So you can see, if you have a look at the conduit binder that's sticking up through the floor, not the conduit binder, but the conduit itself. When we flick this, we've got redstone control over the spawner, which will go in there. These two blocks are just painted glowstone to light up the area at the moment, and then we'll need to do something about putting some glass in here. I don't think that light levels really matter in here, actually. I don't think the Crimson Cultists are affected by the light levels, but we will find out in due course. And I also... what we need to do is we will need to have something to kill the Crimson Cultists here and harvest the bits from them. I'm actually thinking I will do it manually for a start, and I'll come up with some sort of kill method in just a second. That thing should be finished, hopefully. It's doing its stuff. Oh, it's only halfway done. And now the final piece of the puzzle we should have over here in the soul binder. We've got our broken spawner there. We've got our powered spawner here. Anvil over here. We should have enough levels on us to... I can never remember which way around these things go. Powered spawner with the broken spawner with the Crimson Cleric in it makes our powered spawner there. Excellent. Now, I am going to steal... What am I going to steal? I'm going to steal the octadic capacitor from there for the moment. I shall make another one at some point. Let's go down to our new area. Now, I have done this with it whilst we are manually killing these things. I just want a little area where I can come down here and hit their feet. That should probably do for the time being. This is done in with that runic glass that I have a job lot of because Stalker gave me a bunch of it when he glitched out the system, or when it was... You know what I mean. Right, let's go in here and we'll go redstone active with signal. Yes, and we'll quickly jump out of here and turn it off. There we go. So this, I would quite like it to turn round actually. Can I turn it? Nope, that's going to do that. Let's grab it like that. And let's go... Oh, no. Just try and get it in place like that. There we go. And now, there, perfect. That's better. I just can't see what's going on now. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. And let's come through here. It's always tricky manoeuvring around on these things. Right, now there are spawnable areas in there. Well, that's interesting. This glass looks like it blocks light. Okay. Or maybe it's just... No, not quite. It's just it is particularly dark in there. Let's turn this on. Let's get our sword, which has looting on it. And let's see what we get. Oh, I didn't put the octadic capacitor in. Let's sort that out. Actually, why don't I just go in like that? There we go, that's much better. Okay, so octadic capacitor in. That, and that. Okay, we should see them spawn. There we go. Ooh, wow. Okay, well that's an unacceptably loud noise. Hostile creatures. That's better. Okay, they're clearly not the same on the same volume control as normal hostile creatures. Okay. That's an unpleasant noise. Maybe I should have got the knights. Maybe I should be using the scythe as well for this rather than that. God, that's a horrible noise, isn't it? Ooh, whose idea was it to do this? Right. Oh, I saw one. There we go, void seed. That's what we're looking for. So we want void seeds, and we're getting these knowledge fragments as well, which is great. We'll get rid of all this stuff. The Crimson Cult books could be good. It does give a V discount, but it's got that warping, and I don't want that. We might keep a set for just generally keeping it. Just the one just now. So it's going to take a while, but we will do this, and oh, hello. Yeah. And we will be set to go now. Bringing you in quickly because Stalker's just sent me this ender tank, and if you note, the purple, purple, purple is very indicative of what the stuff is. It's UU matter. He's made himself a dimension with UU matter in it, which comes just after I've finished making all the iridium that I required for this thing. But yeah, that's going to get used and abused very soon. Okay, I think we are finally there. I've just got the last 20 thaumium ingots. I have been very, very busy in the break. I have done 84 wither fights, plus all the crafting to get this stuff done. So we have an abundance of stuff. We need to get some more draconium out of here. I've also cleared out another half of a comet. I think it was about half of a comet I did, which actually gets you quite a lot if you've got fortune on your stuff. So we need to get the bunch of these draconic cores. Then we can go and put them around like that. And I need an awful lot more. I have miscounted. What do I need? What am I missing? Gold. Gold, gold, gold. Right. Submit, refresh. Submit, refresh. Submit, refresh. And then submit and refresh again. We're going to need more draconic. Let's see where we're at. My word, this is just such a staggeringly large amount of crafting. It's unreal. Let's just put them in there now. How many have we got? So for the 34, that is not going to be enough again. So we need more draconium. Good job I've done this. How are we doing now? I think I'm going to need more diamonds as well. 20. Right. Now we need enough for 20, so we need another 40 of these things. And yeah, we've got diamonds there. Wow, this is an awful lot of stuff. An awful lot of stuff. I never imagined it would take this amount. That's 26, so we need 40. No, we don't. We need 4 times that, so we need 80 of another 80 of these. Really? If I do that? Yeah, okay. Right, I've done it, and I've got a few draconic cores left over. I'm sure I will use them at some point in the future. Okay, so we need these awakened cores. We need, how many of these do we need? We need 4. So we need 4, 8, 12, 16 of these awakened cores, which we have 16 of these things waiting. Go like that. Wow. There we go, we've got 16 of them. Now, we need to keep 4 of them out for these, like that. And then we need to make the rest of them into these awakened cores. Okay, so 12 of them, okay. Then we also need these Wyvern flux capacitors, which need these Wyvern cores. So we need 4 of those Wyvern cores. Yes. So where are we? We can do 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those Wyvern cores like that. We'll put that over there. And then we need Draconium again. It's a good job I've got plenty of this stuff. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. And then we need, these things need we need 16 Wyvern energy cores, which are the Wyvern cores with destabilized redstone. So these ones, right, those ones need the Draconium poured over the top of them, and the other ones need the redstone poured over the top of them. Now in here I actually have Draconium and redstone. Probably not nearly enough, but we'll see what happens. So that needs Draconium on it. Yes, check. And that's done 288. That's still going. That's fine. And come on. Wow, it takes ages to do this. But 5,184 is quite a lot. We will definitely need more. I think it's like a full block or something, I don't know. Okay. And there we go. Done. Right. I just need to do that further 11 times for those, and further 15 times for those. Well, we're finally here, everybody. We're on the last of the Wyvern, the Draconic cores, and we've got the destabilized redstone ready for the Wyvern core. And that's us. We are finally there, and I'm aware that this episode has gone on a lot longer, but I'm determined to get this done this episode. I'm not about to go another episode without having this sorted out. Other things we've got sorted whilst that's pouring, we have got over here, we've got the matter transmitters that we require. And we've got our matter receiver there as well, and I decided I'd make a charged porter. I thought that would be quite sensible to have that. And that thing will charge up quite handily from our, I don't know if it's actually doing from our wireless charger there, if it's doing from the capacitor that we've got. But that's it. No target set. We've got sync right click on the receiver to set. Okie doke, we will do that in just a second. That core is done. We put this one here, just double check, set that to go, and that's there. Excellent, we're so close. And it just needs to harden. And finally, there we go. Oh, it feels so good. Let's run over to our crafting bench, put this all together. Finally. So, we put that in there. We take these and put them in here. Evidently they don't stack properly. I suppose they're capacitors, they could have different things. There we go. And now we've got the draconic flux capacitors that we put into here. Like that. Gave myself a bit of a panic there. Dimension builder time. Hurrah! We have it. Right, folks. That's us. Next episode. Next episode, we will be off to our new dimension. Thanks very much for hanging on this long. It's been a long journey, but we're there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've liked it, please do leave a like. It'll help people find the episode as well. And if you haven't, maybe subscribe. Check out other seasoned gamers as well. I know that Stalker's doing stuff with Dimensions as well. He's got the Eulorium and UU Matter one on the go, so that should be pretty cool. But until the next time, it's a bye-bye and have a funs.